My name is Bob. It is the first week of March here in southeast Michigan, and we're getting ready for the maple syrup season to start. The weather's just starting to get into that zone that we like it to be in, where the days are warm over freezing and the nights are cold below freezing. This video will take you through the step-by-step process to tap your trees, to collect the sap, process the sap into syrup, and to bottle the syrup for your table. So, without further ado, let's get going. Welcome to the video. This is the equipment that you will need to tap your maple trees. We have two types of plastic taps here. This is a tree saver tap. That's a 3/8 inch hole into the tree, and to it you connect some plastic tubing that goes into your collection bucket. This is another style of tap. I think it's a 5/8. It does the same thing and in the same way. It just requires a bigger hole in your tree, which you can avoid by using the smaller tree saver tap. Of course, you need a drill bit matched to your tap. I have some homemade hangers here out of coat hanger wire that I use to hang the buckets on the tree. And of course, you need a supply of food grade gallon jugs. Empty milk jugs are the perfect thing to use. Okay, so now we're in the sugar bush. The sugar bush is where your maple trees are in your woods or your fields or whatever you have. So the first thing you need to do is find your maple trees. And here is the maple tree that I found years ago, and I mark them with this rope so I can find them again easily. And I also use that rope to hang the buckets from. Finding the maple trees is your own job to figure out. And you can certainly look at the leaves in the summertime to find which ones are sugar maple versus red maple versus oak or something else. One way to find your sugar maples, though, is they all tend to have feet. The trees have feet like this one does. This is a good example of a maple tree with feet. If I can get close enough here, you can see that mottled bark. I can look at that maple tree and tell from a distance that it's a sugar maple versus a red maple or something else, and I've tapped this one before. But look at those feet. That's a good way to spot a sugar maple tree in the fall, winter, or spring before the leaves come out. Okay, now it's time to tap the maple tree. When you tap the maple tree, what you gotta do is you find a maple tree. If you can reach your arms around it and touch your elbows, it's probably too small. This tree, I cannot touch my elbows. It's a good sized tree. I can put one tap in there, maybe even two taps in there. You don't want to tap in the same place every year. Here's where I tapped a couple years ago. Tapped here, another tap here. I think that's last year's tap. You want to move those taps around. The best side of the tree to tap on, though, is the south side of the tree. It gets the most sun and the sap flows best on the south side of the tree. So I got my drill matched to my tap. Find your spot. Drill on an upward angle. Clear out the sawdust and just put the tap in. Simple as that. I use the coat hangers to hang from the rope. And I put on my bucket, my collection bucket, that I sterilized with bleach and water. There you go. That's all there is to it. I hope you can see this. I just drilled that tap hole and the sap is already running. That tells you you're in the right spot, you're at the right time of year, and everything's good. You can see here that I have 5 trees in this area all tapped. Whole process of tapping 10 trees took me maybe 30 minutes.